Kahala Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai. Peace and power to the throne of King David. Peace and blessings to Yahushai. And peace and salutations to the real house of Israel, the royal house of King David. All praises due. Here for another breakdown of the scriptures today. Still on countdown, y'all. As of today, we're at 40 days. 40 days. You know. How are y'all holding up? Let me know in the comment board, man. Let me know. Let me know how y'all holding up. All right, I'm going to stay on y'all till we out of here. Because this time is going down. All right. This is not wishful thinking. This is not, oh, I hope this or my fingers crossed. No. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. All right. It's confirmed. Just hope y'all ready for it when it goes down. I know I will be. I want to give y'all what the Most High dropped in my spirit this morning. All right. It all boils down to the scriptures and the numbers. See, the Most High, he leaves little clues and things, man. This is how, you know, what was getting ready to take place. Now, did I have all of these last year? I had some of them, but not nearly as many as I got now. The only what I had, I'm going to tell you what I had for last year. What I had for last year was the blood moon of last year. Because, see, the Most High always seals things, you know, with blood, with blood, right? So that blood moon was a signet that our captivity was over. But as far as our release date, that was a whole different story, you know? And that's where my miscalculation was. But I want to show y'all something today, all right, that the Most High put in my spirit this morning. It all got to do with the numbers now. And I already told y'all about April 19th, turning 55 and all of that, right? So when you look at the numbers, man, the Most High put it in my spirit this morning about that number. And I'm going to show y'all what it means. Now, we did go over this before, and it was even closer than what I thought. All right, I'm going to show y'all what I mean. It's still going on the 19th, all right? But let me show y'all where the misconception was made. We're going to go to the lost books, and we're going to go to the first book of Adam and Eve. All right. Got a little reading to do. Okay. So, first book of Adam and Eve. And we're going to start chapter 3. All right. Now, listen real good. Listen real good. This right here. This is going to really be an eye-opener. Like the scripture says, it is the glory of the Most High to conceal a thing, but it is the honor of kings to search out the matter. And this been on my spirit, man, for a while. Never knew there was more to it, but all right, here we go. This is concerning the promise of the great 5 days and a half. Concerning the promise of the great 5 days and a half. And it reads, Power said to Adam, I have ordained on this earth days and years, and thou and thy seed shall dwell and walk in it. So he said that he ordained, right? He ordained it. Meaning there's no getting out of it. When he says it and ordains it, it's a done deal. Okay? You and your seed shall dwell and walk in it. Walk in what? Those days and years. Until the days and years are fulfilled. Okay? Semicolon. When I shall send the word that created thee, and against which thou hast transgressed, the word that made thee come out of the garden, and that raised thee when thou wast fallen. Verse 2, yea, the word that will again save thee, when the 5 days and a half are fulfilled. 5 days and a half. Keep that in mind, all right? Verse 3, but when Adam heard these words from the power and of the great 5 days and a half, he did not understand the meaning of them. So it's not, the Most High put it out there, but it doesn't mean what we think it means, okay? Gonna have clarity today, people. But when Adam heard these words from the power and of the great 5 days and a half, he did not understand the meaning of them. For Adam was thinking that there would be but 5 days and a half for him to the end of the world. Now, I like why I said that. It said he didn't understand, all right? And he was thinking that there would be but 5 days and a half for him. So even Adam didn't understand this, man, okay? Verse 5, and Adam wept and prayed to the power to explain it to him. Then, verse 6, power in his mercy for Adam, who was made after his own image and similitude, explained it to him. Now this is where it gets tricky, y'all. I'm going to show you how tricky the Most High is when he said his word is a stumbling block. Listen to this. That these were 5,500 years, and how one would then come and save him and his seed. But power had before that made this covenant with our father Abraham, in the same terms, ere he came out of the garden, when he was by the tree whereof Eve took the fruit and gave it to him to eat. I'm going to read that again. This is verse 7. But power had before that had made this covenant with our father Adam in the same terms, ere he came out of the garden, when he was by the tree whereof Eve took the fruit and gave him to eat. Verse 8. Inasmuch as when our father Adam came out of the garden, he passed by that tree and saw how the power had then changed the appearance of it into another form, and how it withered. Verse 9. And as Adam went to it, he feared, trembled, and fell down. But power in his mercy lifted him up, and then made his covenant with him. And again, when Adam was by the gate of the garden, and saw the cherub with a sword of flashing fire in his hand, and the cherub grew angry and frowned at him, both Adam and Eve became afraid of him, and thought he meant to put them to death. So they fell on their faces and trembled with fear. But he had pity on them, and showed them mercy, and turning from them went up to heaven, and prayed unto the Lord, and said, Lord, thou didst send me to watch at the gate of the garden with a sword of fire. But when thy servants Adam and Eve saw me, they fell on their faces, and were as dead. O my Lord, what shall we do to thy servants? Verse 14. Then power had pity on them, and showed them mercy, and sent his angel to keep the garden. And the word of the Lord came unto Adam and Eve, and raised them up. And the Lord said unto Adam, I told thee that at the end of 5 days and a half, I will send my word and save thee. Strengthen thy heart, therefore, and abide in the cave of treasures, of which I have before spoken to thee. And when Adam had heard this word from the power, he was comforted with that which had power had told him, for he had told him how he would save him. Now, let's go to chapter 14. That's X1V. All right. X1V up here. Right. Chapter 14. It says the earliest prophecy of the coming of a Mashiach. Then Adam said unto the power, O Lord, take thou my soul, and let me not see this gloom any more, or remove me to some place where there is no darkness. But the Lord power said unto Adam, Verily I say unto thee, this darkness will pass from thee. Every day I have determined for thee, until the fulfillment of my covenant, when I will save thee and bring thee back again into the garden, into the abode of light thou longest for, wherein is no darkness. I will bring thee to it in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 3. And power said unto Adam, all this misery that thou hast made me to take upon thee because of thy transgression will not free thee from the hand of Satan, and will not save thee. I'm going to read that again. Verse 3. And again, power said unto Adam, all this misery that you have been made to take upon you because of your transgression will not free you from the hand of Satan, and will not save you. Verse 4. But I will, when I shall come down from heaven, and shall become flesh of thy seed, and take upon me the infirmity from which you suffer. Then the darkness that came upon you in this cave shall come upon me in the grave, when I am in the flesh of thy seed. Verse 5. That's what the Father said. And I, who am without years, shall be subject to the reckoning of years, of times, of months, and of days. So he's saying, I'm eternal, but I'm going to subject myself to time. That means I'm going to have a birthday. I'm going to age like everybody else. And I, who am without years, shall be subject to the reckoning of years, of times, months, and of days. And I shall be reckoned as one of the sons of men, in order to save you. All right? Now, Father told Adam, when the days of fulfillment are complete, all right, the covenant that he made, he's going to save Yahushua and all that believe and follow him. We are in that time now. Now, y'all heard the 5 days and a half, right? Well, let's go to before we get to that, let me show y'all something. Do y'all know what the number 55 means in the scripture? I'm going to show you. I got this from our Gideon. He looked this up. Look what it says. 55, right? It says, what is the number 55 known for? What does the number 55 represent spiritually? Well, it says, as a deeply spiritual 2-digit number, there are plenty of hidden meanings and symbolic messages stashed within the angel number 55. This number is related to positive change, fresh starts, new life, adventures, personal growth, spiritual growth, and life lessons that will lead you in a new and exciting direction. So, the number 55 is just another word for a new beginning. All right. Now, knowing that, let's go to 1 Peter. No, Salah. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. 2 Peter 3 and 8. It says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Read that again. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Right? Now let's go back to Adam and Eve. Chapter 3. Verse 6. It says, then power in his mercy for Adam, who was made after his own image and similitude, explained to him that these were 5,500 years, and how one would then come and save him and his seed. All right? When the 5,005 years are up, then he was coming to save Yahushua and his seed. All right? So, did you get it yet? See, before, when I read that, what did I do? When he got the calculator and still added up, but that ain't what he was talking about. Went all the way back to Moses at Mount Sinai and all of that, right? And what he was talking about. See, this is why. Know what I'm saying. I was born in 1970 for a reason. Now, we already told you what the number 25 meant, right? If not, go back to my last couple of videos and it'll tell you. From 1970 to 2025 is 55 years, right? But in that 55 years, what did he say? 1,000 years are one day to the Lord, and one day is 1,000 years. It goes both ways. So, when I turn 55, that's 1,000 years per year. Right? He said, a day to the Lord is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So that 1,000 years for one day is applied. It has to. From my birth until I'm 55. Every year that passed, it's been sped up 1,000 years until we got to this point. 1,000 years times 55, right? So that's 5.5 days, right? A day to the Lord is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. So, with that 1,000 years per year, when I turn 55, you got 5,500 years, right? 5,500 years. This is why my birthday ends on the Sabbath, the last day of the new year, which is the month of Nisan. That's what the Most High put on me this morning. Yeah. You ain't gonna get this nowhere else, y'all. Can't nobody even say it because it don't apply to them. It applies to me. Now, what did he say? Let's go back to first book of Adam and Eve. What did he say? Verse 16. First book of Adam and Eve, chapter 3, verse 16. And the Lord said to Adam, I told you that at the end of 5 days and a half, I will send my word and save thee. What is the end of 5.5 days? Right? The end of 5.5 days is the end of the first month in the Jubilee year on the Passover. Now, what do you think about that? Right? Let's go back to, just to retract, let's go back to 14. First book of Adam and Eve, chapter 14, verse 2. But power, the Lord said to Adam, verily I say unto thee, this darkness will pass from thee. Every day I have determined for thee until the fulfillment of my covenant, when I will save thee and bring thee back again into the garden, into the abode of light that thou longest for, wherein is no darkness. I will bring thee to it in the kingdom of heaven. Again said power unto Adam, all this misery that you have been made to take upon thee because of your transgression will not free thee from the hand of Satan, and will not save thee, but I will. When I shall come down from heaven, take on mortal flesh of your seed, and take up on me infirmity from which you suffered. Then the darkness that came upon you in this cave shall come upon me in the grave. What is the grave? The grave is where we at now. When I am in the flesh of thy seed. So the Father said he was coming down here in the flesh, right? And then he said, and I, who am without years, shall be subject to the reckoning of years, of times, of months, and days. That means he's going to have a birthday. He's going to be reckoned. This is why I know I'll be 55 years old, okay? And I shall be reckoned as one of the sons of men in order to save thee. So, all of that is going to take place next month. And it's going to be signed in blood. On the 14th of this month, next week, the blood moon is coming to signify it. And 8 days later, we cross over into the month of Nisan, which is April 22nd. March 22nd. Not April Fool's, March 22nd. Okay? And after that, in that first month, we're going to get the rain, the former rain, and the latter rain. So you can expect some serious shit to be happening starting on the 22nd of this month. All right? So that's what I wanted to get across to y'all. Let me read y'all something from the Apocalypse of Elijah. All right. DC Haraz read this to me this morning, and it lines right up with this right here. All right, this is the Apocalypse of Elijah, and I'm going to read the first couple of paragraphs. He said, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, say to this people, why do you add sin to your sins and anger the Lord power who created you? Don't love the world or the things which are in the world, for the boasting of the world and its destruction belongs to the devil. Paragraph 2. Remember that the Lord of glory, who created everything, had mercy upon you, so that he might save us from the captivity of this age. For many times the devil desired not to let the sun rise above the earth, and not to let the earth yield fruit, since he desires to consume men like a fire which rages in stubble, and he desires to swallow them like water. Therefore, on account of this, the power of glory had mercy upon us, and sent his Son to the world, so that he might save us from the captivity. Listen to what he says. He did not inform any angel or archangel or any principality when he was about to come to us, but he changed himself to be like a man when he was about to come to us, that he might save us from the flesh. Therefore, become sons of him, since he is a father to you. So, that's another book. Say the same thing, man. All right? And he says when he came, he didn't inform any angels or nothing. He just plopped up down here. Unannounced. Unannounced. To serve out at last 5,500 years. All right. So, I pray that you were edified, and I pray that your spirits are soaring right now, knowing that whatever you're dealing with, it's about to come to an expedient end. All you got to do is hold on. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is hold on. All right? No scuffling and none of that. See, I used to always wonder, how did Yahushua know to be in the Garden of Gethsemane that night? And how did he know that Judas was going to betray him? Well, he read the scriptures. That's all he did. And he knew about what was going on around him when things were going to take place. It was a Passover year when he did it. All right. It was that's how he knew when he rode into Jerusalem. He knew when to go. He knew when to do certain things. Same as here. That's why I can warn y'all, don't pass this up lightly. All right. We are about to cross over. So prepare yourselves. All right. Whatever you're dealing with, this should make things a whole lot lighter for you. Right? So, don't mind these dickhead scoffers and everything. Let them keep laughing. They ain't got much longer. Because, see, they waiting to see what's going to happen. And when it does, they're going to shit their pants. As they should. All right? Because they know now that judgment is coming for them. So, all you got to do is continue to hold the line. All right? So, this is just the 5,500 years revisited. All right? For a more clearer perspective. All right? So, I pray that this was edifying to you and that it was broken down clear enough to where you can understand. All right? But just know, in layman's terms, what it's saying is, the 5,500 years had nothing to do with Yahushua. It had to do with me. 55 years. And in that 55 years, a day to the Lord is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. So every year of my life counted for 1,000 years above. The same way in the book of the prophet Nathan, when, 20 mere like minutes had passed, but the Most High said that he froze the world for 82 billion years. It's the same thing here. All right. Most High is eternal. He doesn't regulate time like we do. All right. A few seconds here can be 1,000,000 years up there, and 1,000,000 years up there can be a few seconds down here, however it goes. All right. So just know that. But all praises to Yahweh Bashima Mashiach Yahushai Barakatah. All right. I pray this truth finds you and uplifts you. All right. And keeps you steady. Stay the course, family. All right. And I'll catch y'all on the next go round. This your King and Shepherd KD, and I'm out. Shalom.